The proposed Reproductive Health Act raises some concerns with pro-life forces. The director of pro-life activities at the New York State Catholic Conference, Kathleen Gallagher, opposes the bill, and she joins us now. Kathleen, Governor Cuomo made that announcement yesterday, ultimately promising to protect women's reproductive rights by expanding the state's abortion laws. Please break this down for us. What exactly is the New York State Reproductive Health Act?
Well, Liz, the proponents of the bill say it's just a simple update to New York's laws, which they say are outdated because New York legalized abortion 3 years before Roe versus Wade. But it's not a simple update. It's not a simple codification of Roe versus Wade. It's very extreme and radical and goes far beyond Roe versus Wade. For example, our current law says only a licensed physician may perform abortions. The Reproductive Health Act says any certified professional in the health industry can perform an abortion. That includes physician assistants and midwives, for example. They can perform early and late-term abortions, including surgical abortions. We think that's dangerous for women, not to mention their unborn children. So that's just one way how it goes way beyond. Roe versus Wade never gave permission for non-doctors to perform abortions.
Kathleen, could this legislation be amended to exclude the provision expanding abortion rights, making the proposal more in line with morally legitimate acts? Say perhaps the life of the mother is in danger if she carries to term, or the life of the unborn is in danger because of a cancerous womb.
Well, that's what our law currently does, Liz. That's the irony here. Currently, our law says abortion is legal through 24 weeks of pregnancy, but after that, only if the very life of the mother is endangered. The Reproductive Health Act puts a big health exception in there, and health has been defined by the courts to mean virtually anything. A girl's age, for example, her socioeconomic status, she wants to finish her education, whatever, that's a health reason. So virtually the Reproductive Health Act allows late-term abortions for any reason whatsoever.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton joined Governor Cuomo on stage yesterday. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Last summer, when Congress confirmed a Supreme Court justice who wants to turn back the clock on women's rights, Governor Cuomo sent an unmistakable message that New Yorkers are not going back without a fight.
Now, Kathleen, that said, there is yet another layer to the proposal, which you touched upon briefly. The state of New York wants to add this to the state constitution. What will this mean for women's rights?
Well, that's not in the Reproductive Health Act. There's actually, the governor promises another proposal that would make abortion a state constitutional right. That would have to pass 2 sessions of the New York State legislature and ultimately go on a referendum before the voters of New York State. That's not in the picture right now. He's just promising that down the road, but he's done that before and not made good on his promise. The threat right now is the Reproductive Health Act, and that's where we have to focus our energies to protest it.
And what does all of this, in the final end of this conversation, mean to Catholics?
Well, Catholics have been fighting this particular proposal, believe it or not, for 12 years. I can't believe it was first introduced by, you remember, Governor Spitzer in 2007. And believe me, we take great comfort here in knowing that we've prevented this from becoming law for 12 years. And Catholics around the state who have educated and witnessed and protested and come to Albany in great numbers, sent thousands and thousands of messages to their elected officials to protest this, they really can take comfort in that.
All right, Kathleen, we definitely will be revisiting this with you another time. It is always a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Liz.